Welcome to Watches with Dennis, and we're here with another watch roast, this time compliments of Cloudkin, who kindly sent in some of his collection. And just so everyone understands, these are jokes. This is a roast video. It is done with the consent of the owner. I am going to be making fun of these watches. If you do not like watches to be made fun of, you need to turn this video off now. For those of you who enjoy that kind of thing, let's go ahead and get started. So Ken provided 5 watches from his collection. You can see those now, and very quickly, in case you want to look these up, the watches are all Rolex GMT-Master 2s. The first one is the 126711CHNR, commonly known as the root beer. Second one is the 116710LN. The third one is the 126719BLRO, commonly known as the Pepsi. The fourth one is the 126720VTNR, commonly known as the Sprite. And the final one is the 126710BLNR, commonly known as the Batgirl. I cannot really take these on one by one because, as you can probably tell, all 5 of these watches are the same picture. I can't tell any of them apart. Okay, one of them is a left-handed watch, but otherwise, they look basically identical to me. I mean, the Batgirl, the Sprite, Magnum, Blue Steel, they're all the same. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. Who would buy watches that are all identical like this? When I look at this, I don't see a collection. I see an investment. The sort of individual who would own these watches seems like the sort of individual who, when they buy stocks, puts the little paper certificates in frames and hangs them up on the wall. To me, buying all of the same model line in the same collection is akin to buying an index fund. Except I question the return on investment being as strong in this instance. I mean, I've often criticized the sameness of the Rolex lineup just because they all use the oyster case for so many of the models. But in this instance, oh boy, do we have a problem with clones. I mean, this watch collection feels like it was directed by George Lucas. That's how many clones are in this collection. Setting the investment piece aside, the other interpretation one could have from Ken's submission is this looks like someone who got into watch collection but didn't learn there were any other brands besides Rolex. Which, I think it's time now for a public service announcement. So come in close for this one. Folks, there are watch brands out there in desperate need of loving, kind homes. Brands like Breguet or Glashütte Original, or really anything in the Swatch group other than Omega. These watch brands need your help. For as low as $1 a day, you can give these forgotten luxury watch brands a home in your watch collection. Think beyond Rolex. Think of the others. Think of the children. Now, normally in this part of the watch roast, I would say which watch of these is the worst. And it's very difficult for me here because I can't really tell them apart. I suppose I would say the root beer is the worst one because it's a two-tone. So it's the tackiest. It's the one that says, I really wish I could get into full gold, but I just couldn't pull it off financially. So it's kind of the weakest poser of all of the 5. But you all who are watching, comment below which one of these 5 do you actually think is the worst one. If Ken was in a burning building with this watch collection, I would save him. I'd prioritize saving the collection. I'd save him and the collection. And then I think out of gratitude, he would give me these watches, which I would then liquidate through secondhand dealers and purchase a bunch of Vacheron Constantin models that I would actually want. But your mileage may vary on that. Thank you again, Ken, for being a good sport and submitting these watches for a roast. Again, comment below your thoughts on this video. If you enjoyed the video, thought it was at least a little bit entertaining, go ahead and give it a like. It does help the channel out. If you want to be notified automatically when I have new videos out, just click the subscribe button. And that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you all on the next one. Take care, everybody.